Yo, what is going on, guys? It's GentooMan here, and today's story time is kind of a funny one. It's the story of the time that me and my friends decided to crash a Halloween party. So I'm going to hop right into it. And this story time takes place directly after one of the first couple stories on my channel. It's called, I got jumped on Halloween or something like that. It's an interesting story. Go watch that video if you want to know what happened there, but it's not, crucial information to this story. I think I even touched on this story in that story. But anyways, storyception. Let's get into this. So after that happened, me and my friends were walking down this street, and we get to this house. And for context, we're trick-or-treating, right? And then something happens, other story, and then we're walking down this street. We get to this house. And at this house, a girl lives there that I went to school with way back when. But at the time, my friends were still going to school with. And they knew that she was hosting a Halloween party. And so we were like, it'd be really funny if we showed up and messed with them, because it's Halloween and we're dickheads. And we had all kind of talked it over, and we're like, you know what, yeah, that would be pretty funny. So we walk to this house, and we get there, and we're like, okay, what do we do? What's a funny way to prank them? And what we end up doing is someone opens up YouTube on their phone and finds an ear-rapey, bass-boosted version of the USSR anthem, because this girl has a microphone and camera for her doorbell. And so me and two of the guys I was with go up to the door and squat in front of the camera, and then just blast this music and do a weird pose while squatting. And we think that she's gonna come out and see this, but it kind of doesn't for a while. She does eventually, but for a while we're kind of just sitting there in a weird, uncomfortable position listening to that. So that was interesting. And eventually, after a while, she does come out. She sees this, and she's kind of "Fuck are you guys doing?" And we just kind of laugh, haha, yeah, we got him, bro. We didn't really get anyone. It kind of just it was a dumb prank. And then, so we were just standing there talking to them, just saying hi to my friend that lives in the area whose house we started at. And then they notice me, and I see this group of girls, and it's a bunch of girls that I went to school with years and years prior. It's been a while, and I didn't go to school with them anymore at the time. And they're like, I remember you, you're, and then they said my name, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. And they're like, it's been so long. They're like, you had a glow up and stuff. I really didn't. I look the exact same now as I did when I was a small child. I literally look exactly the same. It's crazy. And they're kind of just talking to us oh, how's everything, how's life? And I'm really dismissive and didn't want to be having this conversation. So I'm I think that's literally what I said. I'm I didn't even give an answer. It's a non-answer. So we're having this conversation. One of the guys in our group walks into the house because his sister was at the party. He just goes right in. And this girl had this really big, fluffy dog. So he went to go say hi to his sister, and he went to go pet the dog. And we're just kind of sitting there catching up with these couple girls while our one friend goes to pet the dog and see his sister. And then my other friend, whose house that we started at, he just steps in and grabs the candy bowl that these girls were handing out for trick-or-treaters, dumps the entire thing into his candy bag, his pillowcase. And then he walks in the house, and the girl's like, what are you doing? You took all our candy. And he doesn't say anything. He's just going on his rampage, picking up loose candy here and there as he's walking. And he walks over to their stack of pizza boxes that they have for this party. He picks one up, and he literally frisbees it across the house. And I catch it, and then I don't really know what to do, so I freeze for a second. And then me and my friend that I'm standing with, we just turn and run down the driveway. And then after that, my friend who went in to steal everything, he also ran out, and we started running down the street. We literally just stole their stuff and left with no word. And then we're walking down the street yeah, that was cool. We stole it. That's great. And then we're like, wait, what do we call this guy? We'll call him Andy. We're like, where's Andy? And we look around, and we're like, he's still at the house. So we have to go back to the house that we basically just robbed of their snacks. Be like, can we have that one guy back? And they're like, will you give us the pizza back? We're like, no. And they kept trying to bargain with us. They're like, okay, well, you need to give us the candy back, or some candy. We're like, no. Give us the pizza back then. We're like, no. And as we're having this conversation, our friend comes up like behind her in the door, is like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm coming out." And then he just comes out, and we didn't have to give her anything. So then we're like, "Dude, run." He's like, "Why?" "We'll just run. We'll tell you after." It's like, okay, because he's a G like that, I guess. So we all run down the road. We have all our stuff, and we just stole their food, and we're just kind of laughing about it. And we go about the rest of our night. And I don't know if they had any like follow-up conversation to this at school after, but I didn't go to school with them, so I don't know. But anyways, that's pretty much the story time, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new. You can follow my socials. They'll be in the description. You can follow me on Twitter, on TikTok, and I do have a Twitch, which I have started using, surprisingly. So follow me on there too if you're interested in watching me play games occasionally. Otherwise, that's all I got for you guys. Stay awesome. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.